All right, guys, I have the Taurus 692 Tracker out at the range today. Yes, this does have a 357/38 special cylinder and a 9mm cylinder. The crap storm of comments that have been stirred up because it has two different cylinders has been absolutely insane. People say that it's gimmicky, it doesn't make any sense, yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing for me. So it is fun to come out here to the range and to shoot 9mm in a pretty good sized revolver. And it makes it a whole lot of fun to shoot, okay? I don't carry 9mm in this on the off occasion that I do carry this in the truck, or you know, throw it in the golf cart going around town at night or something like that. I always have 357 in here. So I have these sights set up for the 357 at about 10 yards. Now back here where I'm standing and where I was shooting from, which was actually further back, I was at about almost, what did we say it was, 18? So 18 yards standing back there. I have these sight, which it shouldn't really make that much of a difference, but I've been shooting a lot today, got a little bit of sugar shakes. But I assure you that these sights have been set up at 10 yards for 357, and that's how I carry it. So it doesn't really matter if it's gimmicky, if it has another cylinder, big deal. You know, it's very versatile in that way. So I can put the moon clips in, I can shoot the 9mm, some say, and I would not recommend, because the manufacturer don't, that you can shoot 380. So there's two calibers. Then you have 357, 380. So in some people's opinion, technically you could shoot 4 calibers, and it just makes it a very versatile, fun gun to shoot. Super, super easy to change out the cylinder. I mean, literally it comes out that easily, goes back in just as easily as it came out. And so you don't have to play around with it at the range in order just to switch it out and have a good time. With all of that said, I just wanted to address the fact that I just don't care if you think it's gimmicky or not. This is my most watched video. My original video on this has about 500,000 views. So obviously people were intrigued. It's hard to find. It's an absolute, probably my favorite range toy revolver. And I do actually throw this around in, like I said, the golf cart at night, you know, where someone could get up on you quick, and it's a get off me type gun. And it has never malfunctioned. It has always been completely flawless. No, you know, no seizing up, no out of timing, none of the stuff that I had with my $1,500 Colt Python Elite. Okay, it's always been flawless. It's been a great revolver. I love it. It's a ton of fun to shoot. Everyone that's ever shot it absolutely loved it. Again, at the beginning of this video, you saw I put let's see, 5 357s through there. I put 2 38 special in that same cylinder, just trying to be cute. And then I put 2 cylinders of 9mm 7 shots. That's pretty awesome too. So you have high capacity, balanced really well, nice grips on this thing, and just manages recoil, mitigates the recoil like no other revolver for 357. It's not necessarily a snub nose, subcompact revolver. It's got a little beef to it, which I don't mind. But so I got my paper here. We've been coming out recently doing 1,000 round follow-ups on guns that I've decided to keep in the rotation, if you will, for various different reasons. Some of those reasons were for defensive purposes, some of it nostalgia, just love the gun. And I'm going to put, I've got 7 rounds of 38 special loaded up in here that I'm going to put through it. But to date, I don't have 1,000 rounds. I don't have 1,000 rounds through the gun. Be upfront about that. It's harder to put 1,000 rounds through a revolver than it is a semi-automatic with 22 round magazines, you know. But to date, I have 155 357 Magnum. I have 206 38 special, and I have 300 rounds of 9mm. That ain't counting what I put through it today. I don't know what that math is, but I'm pretty sure 661 rounds plus whatever I put through it today. What would it be? 14 more plus a 21 more? 682. So it's got man, if that would have ended up on 692, that would have been awesome. So either way, 682 is what I have through this. It has been completely flawless. A lot of times I don't even clean it. I just wring the barrel out. Sometimes I don't even do that, and I bring it back out to the range and I shoot it again. It's just been old reliable for me. I love the thing. I'm gonna put these 38 specials through there. Again, I have moved a little bit closer. We did the rangefinder at 18 yards back there, and I have moved up a little bit, so maybe 16 yards back here. Like I said, I did set the sights up during the initial review at 10 yards for the 357. So gonna start out in a single action and then shoot it at a double for the rest of the cylinder. Well, there you have it, folks. How many rounds was that? 682. 682 rounds, just for all of the trolls that talk about me throwing stuff on the ground. I will be picking those up. I have all the empty shell casings on the back of the tailgate anyway. 682 rounds. I will eventually get out to 1,000 rounds, but being that it's 3 different calibers, it is a revolver that you have to keep reloading. And then of course, if you want to shoot 9, switch out the cylinder, which even though that does happen pretty easily, you know, put the other one back in, it still is time consuming to shoot or put that many rounds through a revolver. So 682 is where I'm at with this thing. Again, it has been completely flawless. People can say what they want to say about Taurus, and I get it. I've had some issues with Taurus in the past, but in the last 5 or 6 years, they've been flawless. I've never had an issue with any of their revolvers. I'm not talking about the sights, the porting, the weight, the capacity, all of those things today. This was simply just letting you know I still have the gun, still shoot it often. I'm out to 682 rounds at this point, and we're going to keep going with it because I don't plan to sell it. Very hard to come by for this Taurus Tracker 692. That is capable of shooting potentially 4 different calibers, definitely 3. And it's a ton of fun out at the range. And I really enjoy doing these videos, but the ammunition, buying the newest and greatest firearms does get very, very heavy on the pocket, if you will. So if you would consider going over, checking out my Patreon page. I got a $5 tier set up over there. You can cancel anytime. Consider supporting me monthly over on Patreon. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, check me out on gsquaredtactical.com in the gear up section. You could pick up hats, cups, coasters, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm on Rumble as well. You could check me out over there. And the most important thing, more important than anything I've said here today, is that you know Jesus Christ is your Savior. Make sure you take care of that today, because today is the day of salvation. This is a beautiful day that the Lord has made, and I do thank you guys so much for watching today. Any questions you have, hit me up in the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. And thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe. If you think you are, make sure you are. YouTube has been unsubscribing people. As always, to God be the glory.